What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today I traded stock Mbot. That's what we're going to go over. Nice little day trading recap. Base hit. The streak continues. Check it out. Well, guys, before we jump into all these charts and the live trade recaps and all that good stuff, I'm going to let you know today I missed out on everything. Mbot never gave me on the big move from 10 to 20 bucks and never gave me a pullback to an area I was comfortable buying in. So I was mad that it kept going, but I wasn't mad at myself for missing out because I stayed disciplined. Sava had one setup for me and I clicked buy and it was rejected. And it was rejected because I was in the wrong account. The little drop down menu there gives me options to different accounts I have, and it was in the wrong one. I was in an account that had no money. So I didn't buy. That sucked. I missed out on Sava. Then PTI gave me a little setup there on the $2 break and hold, and I thought about buying 205s, but I was like, I've missed out on everything. I was a little bitter. I was like, this is probably going to be the one that I'm going to buy, and it's going to dump on me, and not dump, but I'm going to lose 50 bucks, 100 bucks or something like that. I was like, nah, I'll just leave it alone. And I went from 205 to 220 something and missed out on that. At that point, I said to myself, well, I'm just going to sit tight, continue being disciplined. And if something sets up today, I will attack it. If it doesn't, then well, no trade day. I had even gotten ready to put out a tweet saying no trade day today, but they catch one trade. Well, guys, also, I want you to remember that this week I will be dropping a new video, and this video is going to be talking about some service that's out there and kind of like one of those exposed videos that you see on YouTube trending. So if you want to stay tuned for that one, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't and hit the notification bell so you're alerted when the video drops. Well, guys, before we jump right on into this, do me that quick favor, smash the like button. That'd be your Christmas present from you to me. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you very much for those of you who have subscribed. And I hope you guys all have a very Merry Christmas. So today's Christmas Eve. Market closes at 1 p.m. Tomorrow's Christmas. Market is closed. Market reopens on Thursday the 26th. I hope you all have a very blessed and enjoyable Christmas with your family and friends. Now, let's go ahead and jump into this Mbot trade. I was looking at this here, but I thought it looked more like a short. But if it breaks over VWAP in this 90 MA, maybe makes a run to 1750. Anyways, today this Mbot went from down here at 11 bucks all the way up here to $21.15. I did not trade any of this because it's just straight up. This here I did not trade either. No real pullback. This pullback here I didn't trade because you see this pullback here went to 1640. I was looking for it down here at 1550, the low of this candle, closer to VWAP and the 90 MA. I was looking for it down there, but it never came. And it sucks because look at this. It went from 1640s all the way up here to 1925 where it got halted, 1930 something where it got halted. So that would have been a monster move because that's almost $3 a share. Didn't catch that because it didn't pull back enough. It would have been great had it done it. Started to trade like up, higher lows here on this like up and down little pattern here, grinding up its way up to new highs. Then finally we had one nice big pullback candle. It halted, and then my plan here was very simple, and I even typed it out to the guys in chat. I thought to myself, I'm gonna watch it out of the halt. If it halts, flushes down to VWAP real quick, and it bounces off of it, that could be a potential buying zone for me. It didn't do that, so I went to my secondary plan, which was it holding the halt price. It broke underneath the halt price and then reclaimed it. And as it reclaimed it on some decent little volume. A nice little increase in volume. The volume on the halt down wasn't too big. And then we started holding that area. So I liked it. That's where I got long. And initially my stop was the 1750 area where the halt price was. So the risk wasn't huge. It was risking about 70 cents for the shot at making $1.50 to $3 a share. Because if we broke over 20, my target was 21 and 22. So there was a lot of money to be made there on the last piece of my position, of course. I sold some of it here on the ask. I sold some more of it here on the ask, and then I held on to the last piece looking to see if we broke through the high of day. So I set a hard stop on that with a stop, at a hard stop at break even, just above break even. And I said, okay, I sat back, but I got stopped out here right before the dump came, on through. And I do have that trade live, and we're going to go over that. But before we do, I want to show you this Sava. This Sava was a heartbreak for me because I tried to buy it in this candle right here at like 435 or so. I tried to buy that and my order got rejected. And when it got rejected, I was like super mad. It got rejected because I wasn't in the right account, right trading account. So I was super mad. I was super bummed out. And it just went on like kind of snowballed. I was like, damn it. Well, I haven't caught a piece of Mbot. I missed Sava here, my entry, because I fumbled myself. And then I had seen PTI as well, and check out PTI. I had seen PTI. It had a real nice move. I had seen PTI right in here at in this candle, as a matter of fact, at 205. And I was like, well, I've had this line drawn here forever at $2. I thought to myself, and that line comes from here. Watch. Look at this daily. That's $2 right there. That's $2 right there. That kind of like gap entry, even though the gap was filled over here on these days, on these weeks or whatever. But that level was what I was watching. And I've had that line drawn there forever. Like forever, that line's been drawn there. So when I saw it this morning in pre-market on my gap scan, I thought to myself, okay, well, this has some potential. And I saw it there at 205. But I was so bitter at this point by not catching Mbot, by missing out on Sava, that I said, you know what? I'm not even going to buy this. I was just mad. And I'm not going to buy this because I'm just going to buy it. And it's going to flash down to $1.95. And I'm going to get stopped out. This is going to suck. And look at this move. All the way up here to $2.34. I wanted to buy 1,000 shares. Unbelievable. Anyways, because I was in that mindset, I had to really focus. I even put my head down for a little while, like a couple minutes, and refocused myself. So I had to just refocus and remind myself, stay disciplined. If there's no trades today, it's not a big deal. And that's what I did, and that's how I caught my piece of profit today. Now, as we've done this, as we've been talking, look at Mbot made exactly that move we just talked about here, up here to 1750. So it's reclaimed VWAP. Volume is a little light. Would be nicer to see some heavier volume there. But regardless, let's go ahead and jump into this recording here. So I'm in there 300 shares, cost basis 18.20. My stop is right here, as you see this little line right there. That's the halt price. And I was really looking to see if this thing would just break right on through. And when you're holding this level, the shorts are trapped. They're not feeling comfortable. They know what can happen here. But it just didn't come. It didn't happen. It did not happen. I have my 300 shares there, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm going to take some profit off and, a little bit off in $18 and change just in case. Then some more up over 19. And then I'll hold my last 100 shares for the big breakout move. I figured that big breakout move can easily make me $200, $300, $400, right? So if I'm already up $100 on the day and I book another $200, $300, $400, this can easily be a $300, $400, $500 day, and my risk reward is still intact. But I managed the risk in that I went ahead and diminished my risk as the stock moved up a little bit. And then my last piece of the position, I held for the big breakout move. If it came, I was going to get paid handsomely. If it didn't, I was going to get stopped out at break even. So there was no way I was going to lose in this trade once it started to trigger, because I took my profits as it went. So there was no way I was going to be red on it at that point. Sure, it could have flushed down here and stopped me out, and it would have sucked. But that's the truth with every trade. So we see here, it's still kind of grinding up, making higher lows. I thought we were just going to go there. I sold out 100 shares there from my 300 position. Right there, I saw 100 at 18.80. My cost basis is 18.19. I'm just looking to see if we can book some big profit here. Right there, we start to make another nice little push there. I was up. Damn, I was up. This is exactly why we don't trade. This is exactly why I don't trade my P&L. Okay, this is exactly why I don't trade my P&L. Check this out. Right there, I'm up $191 on 200 shares. I've already booked like $50 or something like that. Something real small. That I was just booking that to kind of help me out with my risk reward, just mitigating my risk. If I get a little flush and I get stopped out, I already have $50 there as a cushion, and my loss is not going to be big at all on the day. And I still have 200 shares. Now, had I sold these 200 there, I would have made a real nice profit. I'm up $191 on those. I'm already up $50. It would have been a $250 day basically. But this is exactly why I don't trade my P&L. Why? Because if I see those $200 there, right? If I pay attention to that and I click sell, sure, I book a nice little profit. But then the stock goes and breaks over $20, like the chart pattern is telling me it can do, and goes onto $21, $22, and I could have, I gave up making an extra $300, $400 potentially because I decided to book that very early profit on my entire position. Instead, I sold a little bit at 18.80, and now I saw a little bit more over 19. Watch. So I put out an order on the ask. I canceled my hard stop. I put out an order on the ask. Look at that. I was up over $200 there. There we go. So I put out that order on the ask, and I sell out 100 shares at 19.13 and book another little chunk of profit there. Now, this last piece of the position is averaged out at 17.87, and I'm looking to take profits on this one off at $21. Okay, but it doesn't make it up there. Now, figure out yourself. If I take profit off on that one at $21, I'm basically getting myself a little bit over $3 a share, making today a home run trade, giving me a nice $400+ day. But that's not what happened. The stock didn't make it up there. The volume, while it was increasing here, as you can see, it never had that big volume bar to push this through the high of the day. So we don't get the action. See, this is the closest we get. Up here, I was up like $100 right there on that 100 shares, but we're not getting that big push. There we had that little attempt, and then we flushed down, and I got stopped out by my hard stop at 17.92, and that was it. I booked $125 today for profit. That means today is day number 12 of the green streak, and I hit a nice little base hit. Got on base right before Christmas. The week is turning out really well. At this point, I'm up over $1,000 in 2 days, and I'm super stoked about that because it's the best 2 days of trading in a row I've had basically all year long. So let me know how you did. Drop it in the comment section below. Remember to smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and I really hope you have a very blessed Christmas with your family. Catch you on the next one.